We are talking the latest Detroit Lions news for you folks today. And in this video, we're breaking it all down. Aaron Rodgers gets injured as a Jet. It affects the Detroit Lions because of the trade between them and the Green Bay Packers. There's conditions to it. NFL Power Rankings. Where does our beloved Detroit Lions rank? Brian Branch rise, and players who needs more snaps. Let's go. Challenging you all to get to 400 likes in this video. We get to 400 likes. It pushes the content out there, and it keeps the folks of Chat Sports off my 2 points of contact. Help your boy out. Smash that like button. Let's get into the Aaron Rodgers injury. If you weren't watching the game last night, he had a significant injury. It looks like it's going to be an Achilles injury, and it looks like he's probably done for the year. I'm sure it'll come out by the time you're watching this. And that is significant due to the trade they did there, because the Packers did a lot of conditions in this trade, same with the Jets. And he had to get over 65 snaps for the Packers to receive a first-round pick. But due to the injury, they're going to now receive a second-round pick. So they're not going to get a first-round pick. And that's big because we don't want the Packers to have 2 first-round picks because that helps their team out. Now, it just depends where the Jets are going to, their final record will be. Obviously, it's going to fall off a cliff, even though they won last night. So the Packers will not have 2 first-round picks. They're going to have 1, and that's good for the Detroit Lions there. Look, I'm not looking for anyone to get injured, even Aaron Rodgers himself, but it is particularly interesting regarding the compensation, and it doesn't affect the Lions in the NFC North, and it's this year. But when it coming out draft picks, it definitely does affect the future of the NFC North. Folks, trying to get to 38,800 subscribers, 80 away. I think we can pull out 80 today. So if you're one of those subscribers or people who are not subscribed watching this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Power Rankings just came out, and the Lions are looking pretty. Top 10 across the board, and I love it. You love it, and it's great. Sports Illustrated got the Detroit Lions 6 out of 32. It's a good spot. And majority of the teams here, by the way, the NFC teams are ahead of the Lions, is Eagles and Cowboys. So just an FYI, majority of them is that's the case. Sporting News, 4th out of 32. They're really drinking the Kool-Aid there. Pro Football Network got the Lions at 7. ESPN 7. Yahoo 7. USA Today 5th. The Athletic 7th. And CBS Sports ranking the bottom out there at 10th in the National Football League. I do like these power rankings. I think they're all right here. I don't know about 4th in the NFL. I think it's a little bit high right now because I did like what I saw from the Dallas Cowboys' dominant defense. Their defense is scary. Scary good. Really good. San Francisco 49ers are also in the top before the Lions, and they're scary good, going to the Pittsburgh Steelers and just absolutely dominating that game. And the Philadelphia Eagles, it's the same teams we've been talking about where the Detroit Lions are kind of in that mix, right? You got San Francisco, Philadelphia, Dallas Cowboys, and the Detroit Lions. And what's really good here is 2 of those teams are both in the same division. So that means if the playoffs were to happen, the Lions will get no later than the 4th seed because you'd win your division. And one of those teams that are really good would be a wild card team instead of being ahead. And then you got 2 other wild card teams that's in that position. So for me, what I think the Lions should strive for personally is to get the number 3 seed. Because if you get the 3 seed, you're going to get the second worst of the wild card, or 2, you get the third worst of the wild card, obviously. If you get the 1st seed, of course, or you get the bye week. That's a given. But if you do get the 4th seed, you're going to go against one of those teams in Dallas and or Philadelphia, and I think they're going to be a very, very strong teams, and I would prefer the Lions get the ladder there. But the end of the day, the Lions are a damn good team. The Lions are looking good in the power rankings. They're getting love, and it's important because we've seen what Mike Tirico said. Oh, the asterisk. Well, guess what? Not a lot of people is buying that asterisk garbage, and I think that's good because we shouldn't be buying that asterisk garbage. That's just stupid in my opinion. And it happened last night, too, under the game last night. They used the word asterisk again due to the kick return for a touchdown, or the punt return for a touchdown took last night because of quote-unquote tripping. It wasn't called. I'm like, what is up with this asterisk stuff, folks? The Jets won the game. There's no asterisk to it. That's just the way it is. So, continue on here. Where should the Detroit Lions rank in your power rankings? That's going to be the pinned comment for this video. 1, if you think they're the best. 32, if you are ludicrous. Let's continue on here with the sponsor of this video. If you enjoy wasting your money and spending money and cash carelessly, this is not for you. But if you're like me, you want to save some money, you love going to Lions game, and you don't want to overpay, then you need to start using Game Time. It's a killer app, epic deals, last-minute tickets, and it's the best price guaranteed, so you can stop stressing over buying tickets and just simply start having some fun. It's easy to buy these tickets for every kind of event in your area. Whether that's sporting events, concert, comedy shows, or whatever, their lowest price guaranteed. It is the Game Time guaranteed. Which means you always get the best prices. If you find tickets in the same section or row, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. You can get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. And what I love, if you look in the middle of this screenshot, by the way, I think it's a great and fantastic feature. It shows where your seat is, and you can move your phone around left to right, and you can see the surrounding areas, kind of like a 3D live photo. Real freaking clue. You simply go to the redeem code section, put in Lions Chat, and sign up with an email. Terms do apply. Create an account, redeem code, again, Lions Chat for $20 off. The link is going to be in the comment section and the description of this video. If you're buying Lions tickets this year, make sure you're using Game Time. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. Sideline Report came out an article of 5 players who need to get more time on this roster, more playing time in each game. So we're going to go over that list. I'm going to give you my thoughts. The first one that they got here is Antoine Green, wide receiver, rookie wide receiver, got in the 7th round. I concur. Look, if we need some help at wide receiver, I have no problem at all having him in this football game making plays for the Detroit Lions because we've seen in preseason he can do that breakaway speed with the 70-yard touchdown. And right now, there's some issues at the wide receiver position. I love Marvin Jones Jr., but he made a lot of mistakes in this game, and I no longer want to see mistakes such as that. So if it continues, maybe you should give Antoine Green a little more snaps at that position to give the Lions another wide receiver they can utilize. Another player that they got on the list here is Tracy Walker, the safety. Now, the reason why this guy's not getting playing time is because Brian Branch is so good. You got Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph at safety. As much as I do like Tracy Walker, it is really difficult for me to say, you know what, we need to put somebody else in the game because we want Tracy Walker in there. And I just don't think that's something that the Detroit Lions should do. I want Brian Branch in the game. I think that's the biggest player. You know, if you put your best 11 on defense, I think he's the best player over Tracy Walker. Now, maybe you can do some sort of sub packages or something like that, but I want the best 11 on the field. Next player that they got on the list here is Jack Campbell for the Detroit Lions, and I 100% agree with her. Jack Campbell is a big linebacker whom we drafted at the 18th pick. He has shown that he can cover. We've seen it in the Kansas City game. knocking the football down. We see that he can do a really good job in the run stuffing. It's really nice to see, and he needs to get in there and continue to make more plays for the Detroit Lions. And look, Alex Anzalone is an every down role isn't going away, but we need to give some more time to Jack Campbell. That may be cutting into Derek Barnes a little bit, but that's okay if you ask me. Because again, just the best 11 on the field. Clay Freeman on this list, and absolutely, he needs to get more playing time. If Clay Freeman ain't getting enough playing time, this guy needs to get it on the field because all he does is make plays. My God, it's really important that he gets in there and gets the job done. Marvin Jones Jr. had more playing time than Khalif Raymond, and to me, that is unacceptable there. You got to get Khalif Raymond in the lineup. He gets open. He's great at route running. He catches the football. He can play X. He can play inside. The guy is just a phenomenal wide receiver. So get in there, get him some more snaps. Lastly, and I think we all expected this one, Jahmyr Gibbs needs to get more snaps. We need to get this guy to make the big play in the run game and in the pass game. We've seen what he did on the field when he had the limited snaps that he did, and it was big play after big play after big play. And Dan Campbell, our head coach, already knows this, and they're trying to work him in slowly, and that's fine. We won the game. Bring his snap count up as the time goes on because we need that big play on the field, folks. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Would love to get to 38,800 today, 70 away. Smash that subscribe. Also, hit that like button. Let's get to 400 likes in this video. With that said, adios.